Welcome to another video yet again. So you can see on my last upload in the top right, you can see I called out mice at $2.28. If you go on the chart, you can see this one ran all the way to $3.30, and this was around a 44% gainer. So a pretty decent move right here. And this was a multi-day runner, and we still do have that massive catalyst with MYSE. So this is still one to watch. Watch for dips as volume could die out, but we still do have that massive catalyst. So there is more potential to the upside when that catalyst is announced. So drop a quick like for me on this video if you are enjoying this content, and make sure you have the notification bell turned on for these videos so you don't miss out on these time sensitive alerts. So I'm going to be covering one of the most undervalued biotech penny stocks in the entire market. So this is a $2 stock that just a few months ago received a $15 price target from Wells Fargo. They actually downgraded their price target to $15 per share from $16. Either way, that is a very bold prediction by that analyst from Wells Fargo. And in the small cap market, guys, biotech plays are going absolutely crazy. SPRB just went from $10 to $400 at the peak in just one day. Yesterday, GLTO went from $3.70 to $36 just this morning. Keep in mind, I actually called out GLTO right here just a few months ago at $2.91 per share. In that video, I told you guys that this was the most undervalued biotech play in the market, or at least one of them. And as of right now, this stock is trading over $25 per share. Like I said, it did actually hit $36 just this morning. This biotech penny stock I'm about to talk about actually received a $60 price target by Piper Sandler, and this happened in August of last year. So just over a year ago, they did receive a $60 price target, which is absolutely insane. The stock I'm talking about in this video is QTTB, Q32 Bio. Now, this is a company with a very small 6.6 million share float. Market cap is sitting at $26 million. But according to a dilution tracker, the company does have 11.3 months of cash left, and estimated current cash of $43.4 million. So they basically have 2x their entire valuation just in cash on hand alone, which does make them extremely undervalued. And they do have some catalysts that they are expecting in 2026. So we are getting pretty close to the end of the year. So this is a company that does have a pretty extensive pipeline. Just looking at their dilution history, they haven't really been diluting that much, and they do have pretty much a whole year of cash left, which is really positive for a biotech company, and biotech plays have been extremely hot lately. And I do want to show you guys something pretty incredible about this biotech stock. So Piper Sandler, like I mentioned earlier, back in 2024 in August, you can see Piper Sandler affirmed its overweight rating and $60 price target for Q32 Bio Inc., highlighting the company's upcoming milestones and the potential of its inflammatory asset portfolio. Research firm's endorsement came after a discussion with Q32 Bio's management team, which shed light on the near-term catalyst and long-term opportunities for the biotech firm's product lineup. So they do have a pretty extensive pipeline, like I did mention, and they do have key catalysts coming in the first half of 2026, which does include top-line results from one of their developments and additional milestones. A few sources are actually showing that they did downgrade their price target since that happened. But you can see in the past, they have, according to, marketbeat.com, they have actually received $90 price targets, $80 price targets, and $70 price targets at the end of 2024. So in the past, there have been some people that have been very confident in this tiny biotech play. Looking on the chart right now, the stock is trading at $2.13 per share. We did just confirm a really nice bullish hold over the 200-day moving average just recently, just the other day. And we do have this nice rounded bottom pattern, which is a really bullish pattern right here, guys. The average volume for the last 3 months is sitting at 1.3 million shares. And according to Liable, the float is sitting at 9 million shares. But if you look on Dilution Tracker, the float is sitting at 6 million shares. So with volume, this one is capable of some really massive moves. And this one did actually hit $4 not too long ago, back in mid-July, it looks like, or early July. So that was a really big volume day, and this one did actually run from, low 130s all the way to $4. So, well over a 150% gainer right there at the peak. If you actually look at the 1 hour time frame, it did actually probably go higher than 375. But either way, guys, there has been a ton of accumulation going on lately over the last week or so. So, something looks to be brewing here with Q32 Bio Inc. One of the biggest levels to watch out for as resistance on the larger time frames is just around 240, around 280, and just around $3.08, and then 376, just around those areas. On the daily as well as the weekly time frame, the MACD is positive. It just switched over. So that is an indicator of strong momentum to the upside. Something I really want you guys to realize is that trading penny stocks is very risky. I'm not a financial advisor, and you always need to go and do your own homework and your own research before even looking at any of these plays. I'm just showing you ideas that I do think have potential. I did have some news that came out exactly 2 months ago, and it does say they are expecting top line data to come out in the first half of 2026, and it does say, according to this, they did have, or their cash on hand should last them, or is expected to last them until 2027. So when you have a biotech company that has cash for the next 1 or 2 years and is expecting top line data as well as other clinical progress and milestones that come out, it is pretty bullish, because with these biotech plays, like we've seen in the small cap market lately, all it takes is one PR to send some of these up, a few 100% to 1,000% plus. Now, is that going to happen with Q32 Bio? No one knows. We have seen some very high price targets from Wall Street analysts. And I do want to talk about something that happened on, I believe, on June 25th, 2025. You can see Q32 Bio Inc. appointed a new chief medical officer. And this is a person with a very impressive track record, as they were the head of immunology late stage clinical development at Biogen Inc. Now, keep in mind, Biogen is a $22 billion market cap company. Also held some pretty big roles at Eli Lilly, which is an $800 billion market cap company and is the biggest healthcare company in the nation. So that is something to realize. They just appointed, this very high caliber person not too long ago, as they are expecting top line results in the coming months, as they do have cash on hand as well. And the chart is setting up pretty nicely. So this is a stock I really do like. And that is all I really have for Q32 Bio. Let me know in the comments what other plays you're watching, what you think of this play. And if you do want to join my private Discord for extra alerts and some really nice trading tools, click the link in the top pinned comment or check the description of this video, and I will see you on the next one.